Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Nikki with Sewing My Style, and this is a series on zippers. A straight basic zipper you can use on a side skirt, the side seam of a skirt, pant, a bag, maybe a pocket. It just depends. So enjoy. The zipper we're going to do is a straight seam zipper. Okay, this is 2 pieces of fabric. And imagine if it were a skirt. Okay, here's the 2 back pieces or side pieces of a skirt. And we want to put a zipper right there. Okay, easy peasy. Let's do right sides together. All right, I want you to, for practice sakes, whatever your pattern calls for, you would probably do your regular seam allowance. But for practice sakes, I want to do a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Okay, and what we'll do is just, like I said, for practice, I'm going to do a 1/2 inch seam allowance all the way down. All right, and we're going to put in a 4.5 inch zipper. Okay, now imagine this was going to be your waistband area. So this is where we're going to stop with the zipper. We'll stop right there. Okay, so just draw a line there. All right, so we're going to put our zipper right here. So what we're going to do, we are going to baste a stitch here and stop. Basting means a temporary stitch, a really wide stitch so you can pull it out, and you definitely want to pull out the stitch once you get done. So baste from here to here, and then stop, and then do a regular 2.5 stitch all the way down. This will be your permanent stitch down the rest of the garment. Okay, so I'll just make a note here. We're going to baste to here. Okay, and then regular stitch all the way down. Okay, so here's what my stitch looks like. I just stitched it. I did a basting stitch, left the thread tails here, and I did a basting stitch, a really wide temporary stitch to here where we measured where the zipper is going to stop, and then I did a regular stitch. My normal stitch is all the way down, okay, because that's gonna stay put. And then I'm gonna open it up. I pressed the seam open. And we are going to take the zipper, lay the zipper face down. Face down means the zipper pull is on the front. This is the face of the zipper. Lay it face down on the seam. And you're going to pin on both sides through all thicknesses, and this is where we're going to stitch. We're going to stitch, use your zipper foot, you're going to stitch going down, cross over, and come down the other way. This is a good way to pin your zipper. Remember, we're going to take the zipper foot and bring it all the way down, sitting on this side of the tape, and stop. We can either cross over or take it out and come down on this side, which is what we'll probably do. On this example, I'm going to use a dark thread so you can actually see what the stitch looks like. And if you notice here, here's the zipper head right here, and here's the side of my zipper foot. You want to make sure that you clear this side, and sometimes it can get in the way, okay? Stay on top of the zipper tape. Take your pins out as you go. Now I'm going to stop right below the metal piece and do a backward stitch. Just a few stitches. Okay. And then we're going to go up and come down the other side. I'm turning my foot around. On yours, you may just flip it to the other side because you've got 2 bars there. So just take it off the one side and put it on the other side. And then you're gonna stitch down. Again, this is a good practice to keep your zippers in nice and consistent, because if you stitch up the other direction, you risk your zipper being uneven at the top. All right, stop here. Lower your foot, turn, and then let's go across. You want to clear the metal bottom. And then come back up. You want to have, you know, contrast thread like this. So your zipper is in. And on the other side, remember we basted the stitch. What you want to do is take your seam ripper and just open up that stitch. Clean it up. You can probably you could have pulled the threads out or just did a seam rip motion. But you put a zipper in. Let's get rid of all of this. Yeah. So this is a good way to put a zipper in. There you go. Straight zip. And if you need to, like, what you'll always deal with is getting beside the zipper head when you're stitching. So you could come straight down. You could put the zipper in while it's open, or just clean it up while it's open so you can have a straight stitch, because depending on your zipper foot, it's always going to be a challenge to get around the zipper head and have a straight stitch. So there you go. Here's your straight seam zipper insertion. You can do this on pants, a skirt, or whatever, or even a cuff.